The tale of a man that married 700 wives in one day. Welcome, dear viewers, to an enchanting journey through the heart of Africa. Today, we bring you a tale steeped in mystery, magic, and timeless wisdom. Join us as we unravel an interesting and captivating story of a man that married 700 wives in one day. Please, adjust your seat as you enjoy the story in detail. In the lush heart of Africa, where the trees stretched their arms to the heavens and the rivers danced through emerald canopies, there was a kingdom of unparalleled splendor and mystique. This was the land of King Solomon, the ruler whose name whispered through the trees and echoed across the plains like the rustle of ancient leaves. His tale, entwined with the lives of 700 wives, is one of grandeur and complexity, of wisdom and folly, of love and politics. The sun rose with a golden blaze over the kingdom of Solomon, a land where the mountains kissed the sky and the forests seemed to hum with a life of their own. King Solomon was not just a ruler, he was a living legend, renowned for his wisdom and an aura that commanded respect and admiration. His name was known far and wide, from the arid deserts of the Sahel to the bustling markets of the great cities. Solomon was a man of vision, his dreams reaching beyond the horizon of his kingdom. His realm was a mosaic of cultures and tribes, a testament to his ability to unite diverse peoples under his benevolent reign. Yet, even as he enjoyed the fruits of his wise leadership, there was an aspect of his rule that intrigued and mystified those who knew him well: his extraordinary number of wives. One fateful night, as the stars twinkled like diamonds in the vast African sky, King Solomon was visited by a dream. The dream was vivid, a cascade of colors and symbols that spoke of a future shaped by alliances and unity. The dream was clear and compelling, showing Solomon a vision of his kingdom flourishing beyond imagination, but it also carried a burden, the message that to achieve this vision, Solomon needed to forge alliances through marriage. Awakening with a start, Solomon's heart pounded with the weight of the dream's significance. It was a calling, a divine hint that the path to greatness lay in the union of his kingdom with others. The dream was not just a vision, it was a decree, a divine plan etched into the fabric of his destiny. And so, Solomon resolved to marry 700 wives, not merely as a testament to his power but as a strategic move to weave his kingdom into the larger tapestry of the world. The days that followed were marked by a flurry of activity. The kingdom, once quiet and serene, was abuzz with preparations for the grand marriages. Each tribe, each region, and each distant kingdom was invited to send their daughters to become part of Solomon's court. The royal palace transformed into a vibrant tapestry of colors and cultures, with every corner adorned with rich fabrics and intricate designs. The first to arrive were the daughters of the neighboring tribes. They came in silken robes, their faces radiant with hope and apprehension. They were greeted with honor and respect, their families showered with gifts and promises of prosperity. Next came the princesses from distant lands, their arrival marked by parades and celebrations. They traveled across deserts and through forests, carried by magnificent caravans that were the marvel of all who beheld them. Solomon, wise as he was, understood the importance of each union. Each wife was not just a companion but a bridge to a new alliance, a key to unlocking the doors of understanding and mutual respect between disparate peoples. He welcomed them with open arms, his court expanding not just in numbers but in diversity and richness of culture. As the years passed, the Grand Palace became a melting pot of traditions and customs. Each wife brought her unique heritage, her own rituals and languages, which blended into the vibrant tapestry of Solomon's court. The kingdom thrived on this diversity, each day bringing new experiences and celebrations that reflected the richness of the land. Yet, this harmony was not without its challenges. The sheer number of wives created a complex web of relationships and politics. Solomon's court was a place of intrigue and diplomacy, where alliances were made and tested, and where the delicate balance of power was constantly in flux. The king's wisdom was put to the test daily as he navigated the intricate dance of maintaining harmony among his many wives. Despite the apparent peace, whispers of dissent began to stir. Some of the wives, though outwardly content, harbored feelings of jealousy and rivalry. They were not all equally favored by Solomon, and the hierarchy within the palace became a source of tension. The king's heart was heavy as he dealt with the complaints and conflicts that arose, striving to address grievances while maintaining the unity of his court. The situation was further complicated by the fact that some of the wives came from lands that had their own ancient rivalries and enmities. The integration of these different cultures was a monumental task, and Solomon found himself walking a tightrope between tradition and innovation, between unity and division. Despite the challenges, Solomon's reign continued to be marked by prosperity and enlightenment. His wisdom guided his people through times of both peace and conflict, and his kingdom flourished as a beacon of culture and learning. The alliances forged through marriage brought about a golden age of trade and diplomacy, with Solomon's court becoming a center of intellectual and artistic exchange. However, as Solomon grew older, he began to reflect on the true meaning of his marriages. The dream that had once seemed so clear now appeared as a complex web of relationships and responsibilities. Solomon pondered whether the alliances had been worth the personal sacrifices he had made, and whether the harmony of his court had been worth the discord that lay beneath its surface. As time passed, Solomon's health began to wane. The grand palace, once bustling with life and color, grew quieter. The wives who had once been vibrant and youthful now carried the weight of their years, and the king's once indomitable spirit was tempered by the frailties of age. Solomon's last days were spent in reflection. He gathered his wives and spoke to them, imparting the lessons he had learned over the years. His final words were a mixture of wisdom and regret, a testament to the complexities of his rule and the legacy he would leave behind. The tale of King Solomon and his 700 wives became a legend, a story told and retold through the generations. It was a story of ambition and vision, of unity and division, of love and power. It served as a reminder of the delicate balance required to govern a diverse and sprawling kingdom and of the sacrifices made in the pursuit of greatness. Epilogue: the echoes of the past. Even today, in the quiet corners of the African landscape, the story of King Solomon and his 700 wives is remembered with awe and reverence. It is a tale that speaks to the heart of humanity, reflecting both the grandeur and the trials of a ruler who sought to bring together a world of disparate peoples under his wise and watchful gaze. The legacy of Solomon lives on in the traditions and stories passed down through the generations, a testament to the enduring power of narrative and the timeless nature of human ambition. And as the sun sets over the kingdom once ruled by this great king, his tale remains a beacon of the intricate dance between power, love, and destiny. After Solomon's passing, the kingdom experienced a profound shift. The vibrant court that had once thrived under his rule now faced the daunting challenge of maintaining the delicate balance he had established. The 700 wives, each with her own story and influence, found themselves navigating a new era of uncertainty. With Solomon gone, the alliances he had forged were put to the test. The political landscape of the kingdom was fragile, and the very fabric of unity that Solomon had worked so hard to weave began to show signs of strain. The wives, who had once been bound by their shared loyalty to Solomon, now found themselves at the heart of a complex web of rivalries and shifting allegiances. The palace, once a beacon of harmony and diversity, became a stage for intrigue and power struggles. Each wife, with her own ambitions and connections, sought to influence the new rulers and secure her place in the changing order. The unity that had been the hallmark of Solomon's reign was now a distant memory, replaced by a landscape of competing interests and emerging factions. In the wake of Solomon's death, the kingdom saw the rise of new leaders who sought to fill the void left by the great king. These leaders, drawn from among the former wives and their families, each brought their own vision for the future of the kingdom. Some sought to preserve Solomon's legacy, while others aimed to chart a new course. Among the prominent figures were the queen mothers, the wives who had borne Solomon's children and held significant sway in the palace. Their influence was formidable, and they became key players in the struggle for control. Each queen mother wielded her own network of supporters, and their rivalries mirrored the political dynamics of the broader kingdom. One such figure was Queen Marwa, known for her wisdom and strategic acumen. She had been a trusted advisor to Solomon and was determined to honor his legacy. Marwa sought to bring stability to the kingdom and to build upon the alliances Solomon had forged. Her approach was diplomatic, seeking to reconcile the various factions and restore a sense of unity. In contrast, Queen Asha, a fierce and ambitious leader, sought to assert her own vision. Asha had come from a distant land with a rich cultural heritage, and she was eager to see her own people's influence rise within the kingdom. Her methods were bold and assertive, and she was not afraid to challenge the status quo. To address the emerging challenges, a Council of the Wives was established. This council was a novel idea intended to provide a forum for the diverse voices within the palace to be heard. It was a symbol of Solomon's vision of unity, adapted to the new reality of the kingdom. The council was a reflection of the kingdom's complexity, with representatives from each of Solomon's 700 marriages. The meetings were held in the grand hall of the palace, a space once filled with joyous celebrations but now echoing with debates and discussions. The council faced numerous challenges. The wives brought their own perspectives, shaped by their diverse backgrounds and experiences. Some sought to maintain Solomon's policies, while others advocated for reform and innovation. The debates were often heated, with passionate arguments reflecting the deep-seated interests and aspirations of the participants. Despite the tensions, the council played a crucial role in navigating the kingdom through a turbulent period. It became a place where ideas could be exchanged and where compromises could be reached. The council's work was not easy, but it was a testament to the enduring legacy of Solomon's vision of unity and collaboration. As time went on, the kingdom began to stabilize under the new leadership. The efforts of the council and the influence of the prominent wives helped to restore a degree of harmony. The kingdom, though changed, continued to prosper and thrive. Solomon's legacy lived on in various ways. His contributions to diplomacy and culture were remembered and celebrated, and his wisdom was reflected in the governance of the kingdom. The stories of his reign and his marriages became part of the kingdom's rich oral tradition, passed down through generations. One of the most enduring aspects of Solomon's legacy was his emphasis on unity and collaboration. The kingdom's experience in the aftermath of his death served as a reminder of the importance of these values. The lessons learned from the challenges faced after Solomon's passing were integrated into the kingdom's future governance. The tale of Solomon and his 700 wives became a symbol of the complexities of leadership and the interplay of power and diplomacy. It was a story that resonated with the people, reminding them of the delicate balance required to build and sustain a diverse and harmonious society. As the years turned into decades and then centuries, the story of King Solomon and his 700 wives continued to captivate the imagination of those who heard it. It became a legend, a part of the rich tapestry of African storytelling that conveyed the profound truths of human experience. The tale was told and retold by griots, the traditional storytellers who preserved the history and culture of the land. They recounted the grandeur of Solomon's reign, the challenges he faced, and the legacy he left behind. Through their narratives, the story of Solomon became a living part of the cultural heritage of the kingdom. In villages and towns, around the firesides where families gathered to share stories, the legend of Solomon's marriages served as both inspiration and caution. It was a story that highlighted the virtues of wisdom and diplomacy, as well as the pitfalls of ambition and rivalry. It was a reflection of the human condition, with its complexities and contradictions. The influence of Solomon's reign extended beyond the borders of his kingdom. His story became a point of reference for other leaders and rulers in the region. The alliances he had forged and the diplomatic strategies he had employed were studied and emulated by those who sought to achieve similar greatness. The grand palace that had once been the heart of Solomon's empire became a symbol of the kingdom's rich history. It was preserved and maintained as a testament to the achievements of the great king. The stories of the palace, its splendor, and its inhabitants became part of the cultural identity of the people. Visitors from distant lands came to see the remnants of Solomon's court, marveling at the architectural wonders and the tales of its former glory. The palace stood as a reminder of the enduring impact of Solomon's reign and the remarkable legacy of his leadership.